We do the knowledge. I'm gonna do the knowledge right in your face right now.
You the professor, man. Yeah. You the professor. BT's got the question of the night. I'm gonna let him do that so my man can get out of here.
You know, I've been voting this question tonight, and I just want to say, you know, in 5 years we'll be approaching 2020. So, where will hip hop be in the year 2025?
2020. So I guess I would first reflect on 2010. Like, where did we come from 2010? A little bit. I think somewhere in there Drake emerged and the whole thing got draked. Everybody got to start singing and you know. So what? I don't know where that next step is. I don't think. It seems like somebody comes in, has a watershed moment. Kendrick kind of did that, like bringing lyricism, the full package of a cinematic album, like he did on Good Kid, Mad City, and on this one as well. So I think that hopefully is causing a resurgence in the album. I think we all kind of came up like putting a disc in and not hitting skip, like just let that thing run.
Right.
That's I think we're inspired.
I think C Shreve. I think this is what I think, because we know if one thing has affected music business like it has the world, it's been the internet.
Yeah.
The internet has changed the world, let alone the music business. But the biggest thing I've seen, and it's becoming more and more, and you brought up the fact about albums, I think there's going to be less and less, on a mainstream level, less and less importance of albums.
It seems to be shifting away. EPs and now the mini EP and
Right. Right. In 2020, you'll see very few of these in 2020.
Right. Well, then at the same time, as soon as that becomes whatever the status quo changes and becomes like that, everybody thinks you got to be Beyonce and roll out 12 videos at once. Then you got J. Cole come a few months later and no promo, drop an album on you that does very well.
No features and went platinum.
Yeah, so it's both. I think it's constantly that ebb and flow of people. One of the things I like about with culture is we talk about the old school. What was so great about old school? You had poppy, gimmicky stuff back then, but you had balance.
Right, way more balance. Right.
We need the balance back, and that's where like you're gonna have these singles popping off, but we need full bodies of work sometimes.
How do you think we get that balance?
How do we get that balance? I think, you know, it comes down to, in my mind, at some point, some of these, you know, labels that are not the Full Tilt major label, but just deciding like a ruckus record, like something like that just says, here's we are, here's our brand, let's present it, and just no filter. And, you know, getting a little bit of a brand that pushes that and will support artists to do that.
I'm going to say this in retrospect to that question. I think there is balance. I think the question we're asking, how are we going to get mainstream balance?
Mainstream, yes.
And I don't think we are. I think there's an agenda with mainstream music to dumb us down. I think the underground is way bigger than...
And that's why when I think balance, I was thinking like, if you provide balance in the radio, you got that's why I said label. You have to have somebody kind of pushing the machine to make it happen. Well, otherwise, yeah, if you have your ear on the ground, underground hip hop in general for the last 8 years is great.
Underground is huge, like compared to the 90s. Underground is even bigger now.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, I think like, underground really trumps mainstream because you really see the true fans show what they will accept.
Yeah,
mainstream
it's a box.
Is we're going shopping to the mall and you're going to the store to look. You're not buying anything, but you're going to look for it. When you go to the underground, it's like, look, I know what I want. I'm going in.
When you go to the underground, you get loyalty.
Yeah,
and true fan bases. Like I always said, I would much rather be a Sky Zoo or Fonte or rapper Big Pooh than Trinidad James. Somebody that just pops off for like a couple months, man. But we're gonna let my man C Shreve get out of here. I'm gonna follow him down to the Birdhouse. Cypher Saturdays is going down. Tell them where they can find you, man, before you go.
You can find if you just go to Google, go to whatever you search through, search for C Shreve. They spell like Shreveport, Louisiana. Our squad is Free the Optimist. You search for those two, you're gonna find SoundCloud, you're gonna find Twitter, or whatever you like to use. We're on there somewhere.
And you're gonna find him tonight live at the Birdhouse Cypher Saturdays, man. This has been Duke's Corner, man. We appreciate y'all listening, man. Check us out Saturday nights, 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. One love, BT. Where we going right now?
We're going into some more music.
Nice. Yeah, we're about 13 minutes, man.